If you're going to tow a trailer with your Nissan Versa, you will need trailer wiring. It is required by the law. Let's break it down. You'll need the tools seen here to complete your installation. Our trailer wiring is going to connect to our vehicle's tail light harness on both sides. To begin, we have to pull out the flooring. Next, we will remove our rear threshold panel. It's held in by 2 push pins. We will use a flathead screwdriver to remove them. Next, we'll just pull out the panel and put it to the side. On the driver's side, we'll just remove this push pin with the flathead screwdriver. We'll pull back on the panel, and now we have access to our taillight harness. Now we're going to disconnect our harness by pressing the tab on the top. And now we'll repeat on the passenger side. Now we'll take the T-connector with the yellow, red, and brown wire, and we'll plug it into our driver's side taillight. Now we'll take our green T-connector and plug it into our passenger side tail light. Now we'll take our white wire with the ring terminal and we're going to ground it here to the body of the vehicle using a self-tapping screw and a 1/4" socket. Now we're going to connect our power wire to the black wire on our converter box. We will be using our U-Haul exclusive power wire that has a protective loom on it. We will be using a heat shrink butt connector to connect our wires. And we'll be using a butane torch to seal it up. Next, we are going to bring our power wire underneath our vehicle. We're going to bring it down this passenger side vent. Now let's go over some storage options for your 4-flat harness. You can leave it here in the trunk and pull it out, throw the weather seal when you need to use it, or you can bring it underneath the vehicle and mount it next to your hitch. Let's show you how that's done. Now we're going to put our 4-flat harness through the driver's side vent to get it underneath our vehicle. Now that we're done in the cargo area, we're going to put it all back together and put it up on the ramps. Now we're going to bring our power wire to our engine compartment following the brake lines. First, we're going to bring it over this panel, and then we're going to follow this loom over this cross member. Now we're going to bring it over to our brake lines, and we're going to follow it all the way down. And we're going to secure it using zip ties. We're going to use a fishing technique to bring our wire into the engine compartment. We're going to take this pole, we're going to guide it down this opening on the passenger side. Now we will tape our wire to our pole. Now back in the engine compartment, we're going to pull our wire up. Now we're going to pull it nice and tight and zip tie it to this loom. So we're going to bring it over to our battery and we're going to zip tie it right here. Now we're going to connect our fuse holder to our power wire with our U-Haul exclusive power wire. All we have to do is plug it in. Now we're going to connect our fuse holder to the positive post. We're going to remove this nut using a 12mm socket. Next, we'll put our 10-amp fuse into the fuse holder, and then we'll put our cap on. And now we'll clean up the rest of our wires. Back on the driver's side, we're going to bring our 4-flat harness through the bumper support next to our hitch receiver. Now we're going to mount our 4-flat harness right here next to the hitch receiver using a 4-flat mounting bracket. So we're going to line up our bracket and drill our first hole using a 3/16 drill bit. Now we're going to take our screw and we're going to put it into place. Then we'll line up our mounting bracket and secure it using the provided nut. Then we'll repeat on the second hole. Then we'll tighten it up using a 10mm socket. Now we'll slide our dust cover over our harness. Then I'll put our harness in the bracket. And then we'll put our dust cover on top. Now we're gonna take this extra wire and we're gonna zip tie it behind the bumper. Thanks for watching our video. Have fun and be safe. If you have any questions about the products seen in this video, or if you'd like to schedule an installation with a U-Haul Hitch professional, visit us online at uhaulhitches.com.